Leigh. And as you probably already know, this video is about my 365 project that I did in 2017 and a little bit in 2018. Side note, sorry if I sound a little congested, I have a little bit of a cold, but I'm still gonna film this video. So what is this 365 project? What is it? Well, let me tell you. This was a self-initiated project that I did all throughout 2017. My initial goal was to do a drawing or painting every day for the whole year of 2017. So I didn't want to prep drawings in advance, I really wanted to draw or paint or make something every day of the year. And then after I made them, I wanted to post them on Instagram to keep myself accountable. So that's the whole project, that's what it is. So why did I decide to do this project? You know, why would you commit to a whole year of drawing when you don't have to? A few years ago in high school, I was really into photography, and I did this same exact project with photo. And I found it was just something that really worked for me. I posted every day on Flickr, and I improved and learned so much faster than I was before then. I mean, I was taking a lot of photos, but just having that commitment and having to think about it every day, making it part of my daily habits, just helped me improve so fast. So I was like, what if I did the same thing with drawing? So at the beginning of last year, I just randomly decided to do it and posted about it on Instagram, and I was like, well, I'm 100% committed now. So that's how I started. Another reason why I started, it wasn't just this. At this time I felt like my creativity was plateauing, my skills were plateauing. I was mostly just doing commission work, being pet portraits and home portraits, and it was really monotonous, and I felt like I wasn't improving, I wasn't exercising any creative anything. I was just having people send me pictures of their dogs or their house and painting it and being like, well, there it is. So I really wanted to feel more comfortable making personal work, and I really wanted to sell personal work. I wanted to sell my paintings and my drawings. I was interested in making products, but I didn't have a very large following. I was like, what am I doing? I don't know what I even like. I don't know how to draw. That's kind of the beginning of the project. If you are curious about my opinions of this project right in the middle, I also have another video where I'm talking about improving your drawings fast. I'm like smack dab in the middle of this project. If you'd like to get a little intel on where I was at right in the middle, I have a video where I'm talking about it. So I did reach out to my patrons. Shout out to my patrons. Hi guys, you guys are great. I asked them what they wanted to know about this project, and most of them asked about what my obstacles were and what I learned. So those are my two next sections for this video. Biggest obstacle for me. What do I draw? Still a huge obstacle for me, not something that I solved with this project, just so you know. At the beginning of this project, I was comfortable doing animals, and that was pretty much it. I really wanted to be more comfortable drawing people, so I kind of jumped in doing that and kind of mixing in animals because it gets tiring drawing things that you think are hard. So that kind of prompted the beginning of my project. I had skills I wanted to work on. I know I had a list of skills I wanted to work on, so I would look at that and then do a few days working on a certain skill. So that helped me at the beginning. And then once I felt like I didn't feel like doing that anymore, I was like, what do I do? What do I draw? Like, drawing something every day is crazy. What? I can't think of anything to draw right now. I started getting on Pinterest more. I was just exposing myself to things that I liked and exploring other illustrators and being like, what do they do? What do they like to draw? Do they draw the same thing all the time? Just kind of educating myself and expanding my visions on what I could draw, how to draw it, things like that. Pinterest really helps me with that, and also just exploring on Instagram. Another way that just kind of naturally came with this project is that even if I hated what I drew that day, I knew I was gonna draw something the next day. So even if I completely flopped and I was like, I hate what I drew today, I knew that the next day I could redraw it, or I could draw something else that I like, or I could completely draw something new the same day. Most of the time, sometimes, I don't know. Just knowing that I would continue creating made it easier for me to be more low-key about what I was gonna draw. I didn't think hard about it. I wanted to practice more of my skills and like what I was drawing, so it's just kind of like I just had to pick something. I found that being impulsive and just drawing the first thing I thought of worked for me. Maybe it'll work for you. Another question from my patrons that I got was, how did I fit it into my day? I was already a full-time artist. I go to the gym, I have normal errands, I do normal people stuff. How did I fit it into my day? I pretty much rearranged my schedule for this project. I used to work all morning on my Etsy commissions and just power through all my work and then be done. Instead of starting on that, I would do my drawing in the morning every day because I really wanted that natural lighting for my photos, and it's just getting it out of the way. It wouldn't be looming over my head like, you have to do a drawing, what are you gonna draw? So I wanted to get rid of that feeling too. Just naturally slipped right into the morning, and that's when I did it pretty much every day. Not perfect. I mean, you can't do that every day, but you know. Some days I would just have to do it late at night and post it the next day, but I knew that I still did it in the same day, so it was like pretty good. It wasn't too big of a challenge for me personally, so what did I learn during this whole year of drawing? My biggest revelation from this project is that you can't wait for inspiration. I used to sit around and wait for magical times when I knew what I wanted to draw, how I wanted to draw it, when and where, which happened like 4 times a year, maybe. That really wasn't working for me for improving. Most of this project, honestly, I was not inspired, I wasn't motivated, I didn't want to make anything, I just did it. And sometimes it turned out when I didn't really feel like it, and sometimes it didn't turn out when I did feel like drawing. It's kind of just by chance. I found that making art, sometimes it works out and sometimes it doesn't, and it doesn't really matter how I feel. That was my biggest lesson from this whole project, is like, you can jump in feeling any type of way and maybe it'll turn out, maybe it won't. And that's what I learned from a whole year. I have some other things on this list that I learned too. So, that's funny. Okay. Something that I do naturally that really benefited me during this project, or I found that it really helped me gain confidence and experiment more, was practicing a lot with different color schemes and also practicing a lot with mixing different media. I found that by doing this, I kind of figured out where and when colors and textures benefited each other. So, does that make sense? Am I making it up? I don't know. Okay, cool. Now, after the project, I feel really comfortable with different color schemes that I discovered during this project. I'm not as afraid to use certain colors because I'm not afraid to ruin things as much because I'm more confident in my skills. I kind of have a natural instinct for what colors can go where and what texture can go where to benefit the other one. I'm not saying I'm perfect, just skills that I feel like I've learned and kind of honed in on during this project. I also learned how to take pictures of art. It's hard. Taking photos of art is an art. To make it look like the actual piece and have an appealing image and having the right props so that they don't take away from the image, it's something. So that's definitely something I learned during this project. And then I also learned that I should just draw what I like, repeat the thing that I like. Not that I'm against experimenting, I definitely did that and I definitely feel like I liked doing it. But you know, if you feel like drawing dogs every single day, you're gonna get really good at drawing dogs. And if that's what you like, if that's what makes you happy, then do it. That's how I feel about that. Don't draw things for popularity or because someone else told you to. I mean, you can, those are fine. But just make sure to draw for yourself. I like cute stuff, so I was just like, screw it, I'm drawing cute stuff only. And then post-project, I feel like I accomplished what I wanted to. I am selling my personal work now. I feel way more comfortable with my skills, like so much more comfortable. I'm not afraid to start something. I feel like I can trust myself and just my instincts because I practice so much. Before this project, I was watching all these YouTube videos and all these artists were like, you need to practice more. Just practice and you'll be able to do this. What if you just practice? I mean, the only advice I have is that you should practice. And I was like, fine. I'll practice every day for a year. And it honestly helped so much. And I look back on those videos like, oh, you guys are right, dang it. I'm really glad that I committed to this project. It was awesome. I mean, it sucked some days and I missed some days and I had to take a couple months off for Christmas because I was so busy. But all in all, it was great. I definitely would encourage you guys to try and do weekly challenge or monthly challenges a year. It's kind of insane. But I mean, if you want to do it, you should. I have one more question from patron that I didn't really touch on in the video. So one of my patrons asked, when you look back at your 365 challenge, is there anything you would do or handle differently if you had to do the challenge again? That's a good question. I don't think there's anything I would have wanted myself to do differently. It was more about getting the drawings done and practicing, which is what I did, than doing anything in particular. I just wanted to draw or create things. So that was the main goal, and I think I achieved that, and I'm pretty satisfied with how I did it. So no, I wouldn't have wanted to do anything differently, but that's a really good question. I like it. That's the end of the video. I don't know why I'm doing this pointy thing. I hope you liked the video. Give it a thumbs up if you thought it was good or helpful or interesting or really just a video. Comment your favorite dog and subscribe. I'll see you guys later. Bye.